Hare Krishna to all. Hare Krishna to all the Vaishnavas. Welcome to today's class. We shall continue discussion on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 9, Shloka 8 onwards. Before that, let's start Mangalacharan. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girabara Dhari Jaya Girabara Dhari Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Jaya Girabara Dhari Jaya Girabara Dhari Yashoda Nandana Rajajana Randana Yashoda Nandana Rajajana Randana Yamuna Nira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Shila Prabhupada Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Gurudeva Shila Gurudeva Ram Sankirtan Yajna ki Jai Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki Jai Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshva Bhatreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavat Yuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Hari Om Tat Sat. So we shall continue with our discussion of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, entitled The Creation of the Fourth Order, Chapter 9, entitled Dhruva Maharaj Returns Home, Shloka 8 onwards. Please recite the shloka along with me. Tvadattaya vayunaidam achashta vishvam supta prabuddha eva natha bhavat prapannaha tasyapavargya sharanam tava padamulam Vismaryate kritavida katham martha bandho Tvadattaya vayunaidam achashta vishvam supta prabuddha eva natha bhavat prapannaha tasyapavargya sharanam tava padamulam Vismaryate kritavida kathamartha bandho Tvadattaya vayunaidam achashta vishvam supta prabuddha ivanatha bhavat prapannaha tasyapavargya sharanam tava padamulam vismaryate kritavida katham martha bandho. Word meaning, translation, purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Maharaj Ki Jai. Tvat dattaya, given by you. Vayunaya, by knowledge. Idam, this. Achashta, could see. Vishwam, whole universe. Supta prabuddhaha, a man rising from sleep. Eva, like. Natha, O my Lord. Bhavat prapannaha, Lord Brahma, who surrendered unto you. Tasya, his. Apavargya, of persons desiring liberation. Sharanam, the shelter. Tava, your. Padamulam, lotus feet. Vismaryate, can be forgotten. Kritavida, by a learned person. Katham, how? Arthabandho, O friend of the distressed. Translation: O my master, Lord Brahma is fully surrendered unto you. In the beginning, you gave him knowledge, and thus he could see and understand the entire universe, just as a person awakens from sleep and visualizes his immediate duties. You are the only shelter of all persons who desire liberation, and you are the friend of all who are distressed. How, therefore, can a learned person who has perfect knowledge ever forget you? So we will do purport after doing the Mangalacharan. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yenam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam yena bhutale swayam rupa kada mahyam dadati swapadantikam. Vande aham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalan Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swamin Iti Namine Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayane Gaur Katha Damadaya Nagar Gramatarini Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi पाश्चात्य देश तारिणी जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीन तारणं परमानंद माधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरं वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. So Hare Krishna Vaishnavas. So I'll do purport Siksha Guru style. We'll read few lines and then we'll discuss. So just a background. We'll have 12 shlokas now from 6 to 17 where Dhruva Maharaj is glorifying the Lord. He's been given the speech Shakti by the Lord because he didn't know what to say. And the Lord, just by touching the conch, gave him, what did he give him? Brahmamaya. Brahmamaya means he becomes the epitome of knowledge of all the Vedic understanding. So just by one touch of the conch in the forehead, on the forehead of Dhruva Maharaj. So Shloka 6 and 7, he glorified Lord Prishnigarbha as the master of the senses. And now there are two other shlokas, this shloka and the next shloka, where he is glorifying Lord as the shelter of the devotees, right? So very humble prayer. So this shloka 8, let's read the purport. The Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot be forgotten even for a moment by his surrendered devotees. The devotee understands that the Lord's causeless mercy is beyond his estimation. He cannot know how much he is benefited by the grace of the Lord. Let's go with the first sentence. Beautiful. The first sentence is actually translation of a sloka. Second, I think Ashwin Prabhuji's just mute him. Yeah. Translation of the shloka, which we learned in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. The 6 features of Sharanagati. Anukulasya sankalpaha. This one sentence, that whatever we do, all our activities, anything that we do, we always remember Krishna. It is always with Krishna in mind, with performing service to the lotus feet of Krishna. Anukulasya sankalpa pratikulasya varjanam. And giving up, second one, giving up all activities that has nothing to do with Krishna. Giving up. Do we do that? No. We are not doing. That's why we are sadhana bhakti and sadhana bhakti category, right? That's why we are in Mishra category. But here, this shloka is talking about Mishra bhaktas also. but at a higher level. So we will talk about that. So anukulasya sankalpaha pratikulasya varjanam. Third, rakshishyati vishvaso. Number 3, that the devotees knows, he has full conviction that Lord Krishna will always protect me. Do we have this conviction? No. We have a shelter, we have a bank balance, we have friends just in case. If we need them, then we go to them. If we don't need them, we don't. Like, वैसे हमारी family है ना, हमारे पास घर है, and we are paying rent, I have everything, why do I need anyone? We try to be independent, right? But we are all interdependent, but we try to show independence. So rakshishyati vishwaso, if you see devotees, they will never do anything independently. They will always do everything in satsanga. There is always sangha with the Lord, sangha with the other Vaishnavas. There is no enviousness. So, rakshishyati vishwaso gopatritve varanam tatha. That the Lord will take me or will give me bhakti. Then there's 4, 5. Atma nikshepa. So, by offering full surrender like Bali Maharaj, Atma nikshepa, and number 6, karpanye. Karpanye means by humility, always humble. Like we have our the Shad Goswamis, they were always humble. They were the great from a very great family, the Saraswat Brahmana family, and they performed full Vedic rituals by following the Vedic instructions. Their whole community was like that. Their community was so strict that even if they see a non-devotee, a meat eater, in a day, they will fast the entire day. That's how strict they were, right? And Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Nanupama, they all come, Vallabha, they all come from this kind of family, the Saraswat Brahmana family, right? They were like pure devotees of Krishna, right? So when they first time went to meet Lord Chaitanya, what did they say? What did Dabira Khas and Sakara Malik say? We are not eligible. Can you imagine? They're always constantly thinking, Satatam, thinking of Krishna, and still they say, we are not eligible. And what do? They put a straw of grass in their mouth, showing humility that we are nobody, right? When they went to meet Lord Chaitanya, Ramakeli. So, it's the 6th feature, Karpanye, humility, Shadvidha, Sharanagati. These are the 6 features of surrender. Let's go ahead. The more a devotee, so 3rd sentence, so the more a devotee engages himself in the devotional service of the Lord, the more encouragement is supplied by the energy of the Lord. How beautiful is that? That means the energy is infinite and the bhakti becomes or comes in the infinite category. There is no end to bhakti. Or bhakti means, in the sense, not just devotion, devotional service. Different types of devotional service, there is no end. There is a huge combination. Okay, like under the 9 Navavidha Bhakti also. The more a devotee, Hare Krishna, in the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says that to those who are constantly engaged in devotional service with love and affection, the Supreme Personality of Godhead gives intelligence from within, and thus they may make further progress. Being so encouraged, the devotee can never forget at any moment the personality of Godhead. He always feels obliged to him for having achieved increased power in devotional service by his grace. Saintly persons like Sanaka, Sanatana, and Lord Brahma were able to see the entire universe by the mercy of the Lord through knowledge of the Lord. The example is given that a person may apparently abstain from sleep all day, but as long as he is not spiritually Hare Krishna, enlightened, he is actually sleeping. So, Supta. So, he may sleep at night and perform his duties in the daytime. But as long as he does not come to the platform of working in spiritual enlightenment, he is considered to be always sleeping. A devotee, therefore, never forgets the benefit derived from the Lord. See, Srila Prabhupada is actually explaining his first sentence, right? First two sentences. Now, let's go to the part where the Supta Prabuddha, man rising from asleep, and we will go to the part of Apavarga, Apavargya. Now, the devotees, they are granted, when they say liberation, for a devotee, liberation means, in the senses, freedom from material activities or attachment. Like, yes, there are duties, but if you actually see the brahmachari and brahmana category, right, they don't have to worry about cooking food. They're always preaching about Lord. Somehow or the other, the material duties is taken care of. Their residence and their food is taken care of. See, very important. Why food? Everyone says prasadam. Why food is very important? Because that's required for living, for the body. Annat bhavanti bhutani. Third chapter. It is very important. And so how do you get the anna? Through the rains? How do you get the rains? Through yajna. How do you get yajna? Through doing prescribed duties. So by doing prescribed duties, now man, if in today's day and age, if he is not even in the varna, even in varna or ashrama, not even in the nara category, human category, we are all naradamas, chandalas, malechas, in that category, then what prescribed duties? Then Lord Chaitanya made it very simple. The man's prescribed duty is chant in Kali Yuga, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So if you're chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and then he says glorify, preach the message of the Lord, that is our prescribed duties. So that's what our Guru Parampara is also telling. Preach the Lord's names, right? So when we're preaching, so these preachers, especially who are doing 24/7 bhakti, they don't ever have to worry about prasadam. They don't ever have to worry about shelter. Everybody's ready to serve them. There was this, we like with Akhanda Krishna Prabhuji, we went for this. We were so, there was this Prabhuji, Achyuta Kesha Prabhu, who's serving us big time. All breakfast, lunch, dinner. We were not worried about it because we wanted to see Lord in different places. Now, Dadati Prati Grahanati. Now, the reverse, we were ready to serve. Prabhuji, what do you want from us? What can we do? We will give you Lakshmi so that you can arrange more. And then, please, first you glorify Lord. So every day, he or his representatives would tell us Katha, right? So Vrajavasis, we are hearing Katha. So this give and take between devotees in satsanga is very, very important. Now, Apavarga, so that is devotion or liberation given by the Lord. Now, why Apavarga? They're talking about liberation because Lord is non-envious. Even to his, it said in Nectar of Devotion, that even to his enemies, even to the impersonalists, he grants merger into his Brahmajyoti. It's his Brahmajyoti, merger into his Brahmajyoti, right? No matter they fall back, but he will grant their desire. He is that, Lord Krishna is that non-envious. Now, Pavarga, what happens is, you have pa, the opposite of liberation. Pa means paribhava or parishrama, means we're always defeated in all our endeavors in the material world. Then fena, firm. We are working very hard, laborious, like donkeys, right? Still the form is coming out. It is of no use. Then ba, right? Ba means bandha. You have bondage. By doing this parishrama, you want to result and you get bondage. Then pa, ba, bha. Bha means bhiti, ya bhaya. We get fear. Now, because we have done parishrama, we have gathered assets, we're always worried. Oh, hamara bank balance. Am I getting the right deposit rate? Is my investment correct? So it is called self-inflicted bhaya, bhiti. And the last is ma, pavarga, which means tribulations in the material existence, all kind of misery, right? Ma, mrityu, ya, mriti, death. In the end, everything comes to a cessation, comes to the end. All our labor goes into the, what do you say? Gai bhains pani mein goes into the nala, into the water puddle, into earth. It is of no use. But then anything what a devotee does, that is never ended. So this is the never ending part that we're talking about. Now, the Lord is addressed as Artha Bandhu. So in the 7th chapter, 16th shloka, we were talking about Sukritina. Sukritina is the 4 type, right? Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukritum arjuna artha jigyasu artharthi jnani cha bharata shabha. So here, Artha Bandhu, friend of the distressed. Now, why aren't they saying Artharthi Bandhu? Why aren't they saying Jigyasu Bandhu? Why isn't he saying in the shloka? Why isn't Dhruva Maharaj? Dhruva Maharaj comes in the Artharthi category. Why isn't Dhruva Maharaj saying Jnani Bandhu? Right? He's saying Artha Bandhu because the first issue of the living entities in this material world is always distressed, always miserable. This is the first category. So we as in living entities. But these Sukritinas are different. These people, they follow the Vedic injunction, and not only follow, they're also worshipping Lord Krishna. So that is very important. So their bhakti is Mishra. Like we were saying, we're doing Mishra bhakti. But right now, our bhakti is secondary. So Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he defined 3 types of bhakti. Kevala bhakti, Pradhani Bhuta bhakti, Guni Bhuta bhakti. Right? So we are in Guni Bhuta bhakti, where our karma, so we are doing Bhakti Mishra karma, Bhakti Mishra jnana. We are not doing any yoga though, but Bhakti Mishra yoga is also there. Right? But these people, bhakti is prominent. And then karma, jnana, and yoga becomes secondary. So they are karma mishra bhakti, jnana mishra bhakti, then yoga mishra bhakti. So 7th to 12th chapter mostly covers kevala bhakti and pradhani bhuta bhakti, the mishra categories, and pure bhakti categories. So this is the middle 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. So the Artha Bandhu, that's why Dhruva Maharaj is saying, you are the friend of the distressed. Right? Now let's read ahead. The Lord is addressed here as Artha Bandhu, which means friend of the distressed. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, after many births of executing severe austerities in search of knowledge, one comes to the point of real knowledge and becomes wise when one surrenders unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, Manushyanam Sahasreshu, right? You know these shlokas. So, the Mayavadi philosopher who does not surrender unto the Supreme Person is understood to be lacking in real knowledge. The devotee in perfect knowledge cannot forget his obligation to the Lord at any moment. Gato Mukundam Parihritya Kartum, very famous shloka, that we are rinnis. We have lot of obligations, debts to the demigods, to our forefathers, to our family, to our friends, to the whole situation, to planet Earth, everything. But then everything we are now offering to Lord. So that's why a devotee never forgets his obligation to the Lord. Now, this obligation in the Mishra stage, it might have to be regulated. That's why it's called sadhana bhakti. We need regulation. Like every day, 1 hour, we have to sit for Srimad Bhagavatam class. We all know we have hundreds of works, right? 100 of work. It's very hard. Every time we say switch on the video, nobody will switch on the video because you're doing your work. You're listening, you must be eating, you must be chilling out, lying down, right? Because it's very difficult to do bhakti. It's not easy. But somehow or the other, we are pulling each other along with the help of Guru Parampara. We're saying, no, if we miss one class, it's game over, right? So this is the state of the Mayavads. The Mayavads, they are so embroiled in being the God, not godly, the God, that they think Krishna is fake, then Maya is temporary. And because of this combination, They then lead the society, themselves and the society astray. So here in this shloka, that's why Dhruva Maharaj is glorifying Lord Prishnigarbha as the shelter of the devotees. So the next shloka is also beautiful. In this shloka it's about Artha Bandhu. Next shloka is about Artharthi Bandhu. So we will hear about this further by the next devotee. So I'll end my class here. If you have any questions, any realization, any comments, you can put it in the forum now. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam class ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bo. Hare Krishna.